Good morning. How are we feeling today? I'm feeling great. I'm feeling a little eepy. I'm gonna be honest with you guys. I just want to shh. Everything's so loud. Isn't it like, are you up at 4 a.m.? Yep. That's so fucking funny. Okay. This is a good morning. Just good morning, everyone. It's just, I'm so tired. How do we make it like super dark? Oh yeah, here we go. This is just like an after hour stream. If I turn this off, no, that's a little too much. Can I turn this off? No, this just looks like I'm past my bedtime and my parents are to get me in trouble. Okay. Can't wait for this to be not. You don't think Ferrari's gonna do well? Come on. Such a good reputation. Big reputation. Gotta get everyone else in here. Little sleepy nuggets. Oh, they have hydraulic issues for Isack Hadjar? Oh my gosh. Da, 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 da. Someone saw me a few days ago and said, "Damn, Pollux, you look tired, and I'm not helping myself on this. What am I doing?" At least we get to go back to sleep, right? Unless I guess you can't sleep well. And can't do that. But I might be going back to sleep. Or taking a nap, which is what's most important. What is happening to my banks? Why are they like this? This is live television, baby. Good morning, Philip. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. Have a great rest of your day. Appreciate you coming on in here. Wishing us a good stream. Whether you're watching on the Twitch or on the YouTubes. It's a lo-fi version of the F1 song. Where you had one cold coffee drink and a spicy breakfast burrito at 4 a.m. My brothers in Christ. All right, any crazy predictions before we get started? Hello, snakes. Good morning, Turbo. Good morning. The cat is not happy. Let me tell you. The cat is very upset that we are streaming right now. Oh, you're doing both? Oh, sick. That's awesome, Philip. Okay, cat, you can just come up here and hang out. Sainz podium, says Snakes? Absolutely not. Supposedly, even though we're a step softer in tires, it's still going to be a one-stop. They're proposing mediums, switching between laps 16 and 21 to the hards. And then that'll be it. Oh, we can all just stare at the cat instead. Good morning, Pumpernickel. Oh, yeah, that's a big yawn. That's a good boy. He said, "What the fuck are we doing up?" Good morning. Morning, I think. Who knows what time it is? The little guy was yawning so big. What did it say? Snakes at Sainz podium? Give me a double Mercedes podium? Wow. 2X podium. Merc. Same Pumpernickel, same. Yeah, race day at IMS. We also have NASCAR all day. What's up, Vicky? Good morning. You know, Cat's upset because Cat always cuddles with me between 6 and like 8:30, 8 o'clock. And he just jumped into bed at 6 o'clock, where I got up like 30 minutes later and he was like, Ferrari get less than 10 points. Okay, we're going medium to hard, supposedly, even though we're a step softer. Or you can do hard to medium, obviously just the other way around. Lap 29 to 35. Or you can do softs to hard. What? Okay. I don't want Pirelli to listen to these drivers next year, in my humble opinion. I need Pirelli to tell these drivers to fuck off.
This is gonna win.
Whoop. You guys almost heard that. Max, Lando, Charles. Why are people counting off my boy Piastri? Is he far away? Yes. Charles Leclerc with a podium. I got you, Philip. Charles Leclerc. I like a podium. Dude, this cat is upset. He's just lying down, flicking his tail. He's like, shut the fuck up. Hamilton podium. I got you. Rody. What else we got? Leclerc brings his red tractor on podium somehow. Besides a double Mercedes podium, I want to say we'll get double Williams points. I'll put W. I guess I can't put W because I won't know what that means. What I need is a 2010 selection of Bridgestone tires, Mac. What a... Must be very early there, Mars. It is currently 6:54 a.m. Hence, I'm wearing my robe. And my Grateful Dead t-shirt, but it's for the local baseball team, Charlotte Knights. They did a Grateful Dead night. Surprise. Hey, Ivis. Good morning. Who's my tip to win the race? It just seems like Max Verstappen. He's going to get a really good start, and then he's going to be gone. Because how many overtaking opportunities are there really in Baku city circuit? Snake says, why am I not excited about the title this year? It doesn't even touch 2021 or 2016. Maybe McLaren and their silly team rules have kind of... But I'm pretty excited about it. I guess quite a few comparatively more to other street circuits. But like once Max gets going, I know the front row, he's going to get an incredible start. And then it's going to be everyone else fighting with each other. Good morning, Concrete. I appreciate the 27 freaking months. Welcome back to Vandalay Industries. How do we get the cat in the mix? I know you guys just want to see the cat, so maybe I can just, like, do this. How does that sound? And I'll move over. Dude's really going at it. Good morning. Guess he's a morning shower guy. Other than Max winning the race, my prediction's Oscar to get podium finish, and there'll be 3 DNFs, mechanical issues, of course. Writing that down, Ivis. Writing that down. Oscar podium. 3 DNFs. Interesting. Mechanical. Not incidents. I feel like we're going to have some DNFs due to accidents. Did Pumpernickel say that for the premium stream session? Yeah, he just wants to show what you're missing out on when you don't pay for the premium stream session, obviously. He's been a normal cat. Oh, yeah, 51 laps. Fastest race time was in 2019 at a 1:43.009. So you know what's funny? This race is called the Formula One Qatar Airways Azerbaijan Grand Prix. I was talking to someone in a different chat, and he's like, Ash, are you excited for Qatar this weekend? I was like, I'm pretty sure we're in Azerbaijan. He's like, oh, I meant Azerbaijan. And I was like, I need you to know those are 2 different countries, like 1,300 miles apart. Like, they're not the same place. He's like, I got confused because it was the Qatar Airways. Azerbaijan Grand Prix because they do service that area. And he was just like, oh, my bad. Just like, I need you to know. Those are two different places. I hope you know this. Hoping for mechanical issues, but more like there'll be race incidents. Hoping nobody gets hurt. Yep. Never wish anyone gets hurt. Very true. You're cheating on us with other chats. No. Define cheating. Just like my dad. Everyone seems cold in the grandstands. He didn't cheat. He was being a narcissist. That's so funny. It did rain overnight. The track is obviously dry. There should be no standing water. You're saying rain is an hour away? Oh, I gotta move this. Get the radio going. Cat. Oh, perfect. I can sit normally now. Look at this little guy. Look at him. Guess I was expecting Oscar Piastri to qualify higher. Yeah, well, Q3 ended up a little different for everybody involved. It started raining, and no one was ready for it. And we crashed out. It was this slippery suckers, these race cars. Good morning, Dodge. If you're on the East Coast, hashtag thank you for waking up early. If you're on the West Coast, go to sleep, dude. The race will be here tomorrow when you wake up. Just don't look at your phone. So I have an app called Apple Sports, and it gives you all, like, in that little island, it gives you sports updates and whatnot. I follow Formula One on it, and I say it in quotes because anything racing related on here is absolutely terrible. It just said P1 Isack Hadjar, P2 Oliver Behrman, P3 Gabriel Bortoletto. And I was like, what kind of data gathering is this? I heard Apple Schwartz. No, Apple Sports. It's a good app for stick and ball sports, but for racing, like it just doesn't tell you the full picture because it's hard just to put it so in simple terms. Rain expected at the end? Hells yeah. Guys, you think Pumpernickel's going to be excited for this race? Regardless, may the shorts be with you as well. Merchandise. Don't even imagine what F2 or F3 would be like on there. Yeah, they aren't. Oh. Bye, Pumpernickel. I love you. He's like, I'm over this shit. Oh, Adam, he means on the Apple app, not Baku. Unless he means Baku, then they do, because Formula 2 was before this. Yeah, I guess Isack had his hydraulic issue fixed. He's not... Let me check the Twitter real quick. Oh, there it is. Yas Verstappen jump scare. Scrolling through F1 doesn't seem like Isaac's in trouble in any way. Sadly, as a Victor Martins fan, I can never forget the horrors of Formula 2. The horrors. They persist, but so do I. All right, chat. Shh. We're going to have a nice, quiet race start. Good morning. Come over here. Hang out with chat. Come watch your little racy cars. Don't meow at me. Pumpy. Hi, baby. You're going to be very upset when I start yelling in a second because something's going to happen. Oh, here we go. 5 lights, chat. It's quiet. Here we go. Here we go. Great start by Max. Easy. Oh, we're getting pinched. Oh, sorry, little baby. Rents. Why is Oscar in the back? What did he fucking do? What, Oscar's born and he's like last to first challenge? Let's go. Rents, thank you so much for the raid. It's so early, Rents. I appreciate that raid. Welcome on in here, everyone. Sainz goes a little sloppy on the start there. Okay, well, it's time to turn off because it's too early to be awake not to see Oscar Piastri race. I just have nothing to say. Oh, dude is pissed. Okay, what happened? He's all the way in the back. McLaren didn't rebuild the car correctly to screw Oscar and help Lando. McLaren masterclass again. Come over here. He just ran out of talent? Well, they said it was slippery. Hi, kitty. He's upset. He wants snugs. I hope this crash doesn't cost them the championship. That's exactly what's going to happen. Something's up with that brake bias. There's so much locking. You guys can't see it, but I'm petting a cat right now. Did we talk about how qualifying yesterday was possibly the most potent of drugs? Well, a lot of drivers have come in. Lando's engine cost him the championship a few weeks ago. Hi, baby. He's like, Mom, this is too early. Oh, yeah. It's true. He had a very consistent, I don't want to just say the word consistent. Not a lot of DNFs, not a lot of mechanicals, bar issues on his part, knew how to race other people, because clearly he's always finished a race till now. I mean, Oscar and Lando are now levels on self-induced DNF Montreal. I wouldn't go that far, Kamikaze. We don't know. Norris has consistently done this. This is the first time I've seen Piastri really botch it this fucking hard. Oh. Yeah, it's the first time you really botched to start like that in Formula One. Ooh. Plot twist, he sneezed and let go of his... Either something was up with the rebuild and the brakes of that car. Piastri lost his head completely this weekend. That's why I said, after summer break, Piastri doesn't do well. Just saying. Bottle, say it. Oscar didn't have his Wheaties today? Oh, yeah, at the anti-stall. Here's you, Preem. Let's add some spice to the WDC, agreed. More like Piastri bottled the starting out flustered and tried to overdrive the car. We'll see what McLaren say. Is Lando going to crash out the car now to keep it fair? Just asking for a friend. Okay, fourth, fifth. He's in fifth gear. He's dropping gears. Huh. Shitty way to lose the championship, agreed. Andrea Stella is all of us. Carrying way too much speed, trying to overtake. On Lando, Lando's radio goes, Oscar's incident was a lockup. He had a lot following, and also be careful of the white lines. Oh, gosh. Ocon seems fine. Ooh, okay, no. A losing part of the car. That I didn't see earlier. Yeah, I agree with you, Ivis. It's unfortunate. That's a pretty big deal. Because you can't let this carry on to... Guys, we have another week break, and then we race in Singapore. What is this? What's with this constant... And then after that, we have a 2-week break, and then we race in the United States. Such a strange calendar. No, Singapore is it's an hour later, but it's a little bit more realistic. 8 a.m. for me. You thought people didn't like double or triple headers? Triple headers is hard. I don't mind double headers. Schedule sucks, especially at the end of the season. Supreme says this race is great for us. 9 p.m. is so much nicer than the 4 a.m. 8 a.m. isn't bad. It'll be 11 p.m. race start for us in Austin. Oh, for Australia. Sorry, I don't know why I said Austin. I was thinking USGP. You mean Australia. Sorry, Ivis. You dumb Americans. There's other worlds outside of us. There's life outside the States? Yeah. Thank gosh. Might need to deal with it. Safety car ending. Let's go. Vegas, Brazil, Abu Dhabi triples killer for the teams. Yeah, there's a really big push at the end of the year. That's what gets me. After having like week, 2 weeks, week. What is it? Cat has the zoomies. Yeah, it sounds like it dodged. Except one summer break, you're not allowed to work. Okay, what about Norris and Piastri? Yeah, Max can still mathematically win, imagine. That I would blame McLaren for, easily. $25, $18. Yeah, it is only 4. Yeah, who works during their summer break? No. F1, you're not allowed to work during summer break and winter break, like the engineering team and things like that. I think like PR can work, marketing can work, but if you work on components of the car, you're not allowed to work. It's a mandated FIA summer recess. Oh, are you saying, yeah, who works during their summer break looks around nervously? Wink, wink, nudge, nudge. Good start by Max. Restart, I should say. Oh my god, what's happening back down? Oh no. George is dealing with an a respiratory illness of some kind, if I remember. I said something yesterday during qualifying. Sorry, I'm not using that as an excuse that Antonelli just absolutely yeeted George Russell to the back. Just making that very abundantly clear. FIA stewards, 5-second time penalty for Piastri, full start. My brother's in Christ. He's already out of the race. I can't believe they're going to make him serve that. Oh, also for Alonso. Yeah, I know. It doesn't matter. But I think it should. That's my hot take. He should get back in the broken car, not that he can. Do a lap, pit, do another lap, and then retire the car again. Oh, Hadjar might still have his issue. Nico, we might have some blockage in the brake caliper. The caliper is getting hot. Try to lift and coast when you can. In Baku? Norris now in 8th, not 9th. Wakey, Lando. I love that. Nice, Charles Leclerc. Yeah, taking advantage of that. Easy peasy. They definitely need proximity check. Because, you know, Charles Leclerc would be like, dude. Seems like Jillian Palmer is sick of everyone's shit. And I really appreciate that. He's all of us. Him and Alex are like, George had enough room. I don't know why he's bitching. This is ridiculous. Saying wakey Lando. He's all of us. He's so funny. What good commentators. The more I watch F1, the more I think it's a bit like baseball. Kimi with currently the fastest lap. What is his fastest lap? Please hold. 147.039. Again, the fastest lap is Charles Leclerc in 2019 with a 143. Just to give you the pace differences. Kimi Lawson going to crash 100%. Alonso admitted he made a mistake. Dude, I don't know what's going on in this race. The Reds and the Mets, who wants it less? Charles Leclerc, don't let Lando Norris pass you. I'll pay you $1 million. Don't let him. Do you guys know why it's called the Midwest? Because everything about it is mid. Your Cincinnati Reds, who haven't won a World Series since the 1990s. Mid. Skyline Chili? Mid. Sorry, it's just my New Yorker attitude. Yes. Thank you. This cat is so upset. Please give him so much attention. He's very upset that he's not getting cuddles right now. The Bengals? Mid. That was uncalled for at 7:20. Ash, can I take back all of my sub money for the past 27 months? No. That's very mid of you. Ooh, George. Max with a 146.1. It's a good fast lap. Max should just be locked in. I don't know what Lawson's doing. I mean, I guess we do know what he's not doing, is driving. Because he's so far behind P2. George is going to complain about Yuki moving. Let me see. No, he hasn't said anything on the radio just yet. Or they haven't captured it through the transcripts. Oh, hot coffee. Ugh, the Haas's. Why are you guys down there? No one answered that question. Well, yeah, I know. Haas isn't good. Next question. They're not bad. They just need a chance, like Carlos Sainz. Ah. I went to status 4 now. Carlos Sainz is saying something about his tires. He's not like complaining. He's saying they're starting to feel a little bit of. The transcript says chickening. I don't think he said chickening. 2026 can't come soon enough with Audi. Chat, can I make a spicy prediction about 2026? I just don't think the cars are going to do what we need them to do. I feel like Stefano Domenicali and the whole entire F1 organization, hi baby, have prepared us. They're like, oh yeah, what if we had more fun races? Because the cars aren't going to give you what you want. Hi baby, I know you want a nap. The kitty yearns for the coffee. No, he wants attention. Maybe some rain in the next 20 minutes. Oh, he's going to go fist the drawer now. For those of you who listen to the podcast, our cat is currently fisting. For those of you who don't know what that is. So I have these IKEA drawers, and like they don't have like a handle. They have a little U shape carved out, so you like stick your hand in and pull. He takes his entire paw and goes in there and like rummages around. You know. My baby. And he's very aggressive about it. Don't Google it. It's going to be like 2014 where one team nails the engines and smashes the entire field. That's just changing the formula. That's just going to happen all the time. This is one of the biggest changes in all aspects. The cars won't have enough power compared to downforce to allow for spicy racing in 2026. Oh, God, what's the MOM system called again? What does it stand for? I know what this is. Yeah, no longer DRS. Oh, manual override mode. Thank you, Patty. Appreciate you. I was like, energy doesn't start with O. Push to pass. Engaging mom. Wait a second. Engaging your mom. What if instead of making a new F1 car, we just put the F1 drivers in Xfinity cars? The cars will have zero downforce basically on the straights. Yeah. Hi, baby. I'm sorry you're awake so early. Yeah, I would totally make so many your mom jokes if I was driving in Formula One. Engaging Max's mom to pass him. Charles Leclerc goes, okay, but difficult to overtake. See you in pole position. Oh, chop chop, Charles Leclerc. You got a lot of spots to cover if you want to get the podium. Franco Colapinto saying, I have no grip on the exit. I have no grip. Oh, sorry. I didn't mean to stop petting you. Didn't mean to stop petting you. Isn't DRS going to be added to the front wing too? Oh, God. I clearly thought I knew about the cars, and I clearly don't. I also think, because they stopped bragging that the size of the cars is getting smaller, they realize people have figured out they're really not getting that much smaller. Oh, sorry. Hi, baby. Sorry, he was pawing at me to keep petting him. The arrow's just adjustable, basically. They're like, we like what teams have done with this. Toto Wolf looks like he just woke up super early as well. They're small enough where they can pass kinda in Monaco? Absolutely not. Can you stop fisting the drawer? Oh, he just fell off the thing. What a silly cat. Next season's spec is basically Favor Dream from the 80s without the budget to realize the dream properly. That's so funny. George. 146.1. If the 2026 regs would have come with the no cap era of the 2010s, you would have seen some crazy things. I understand why we have a cap. But I agree with you there. We're missing out on something here. Bearman got passed by the French speedboat. Leave Bearman alone. Put Bearman in the second Red Bull seat. I want to see something real quick. All right, Antonelli. You got to pass Liam Lawson. We have such a train right now. Ocon has damage. Yeah, that's what I'm going to say, too. Leave Haas alone. This cat is meowing. Do you guys hear this? Are you upset? I can never wake up early. This cat is so mad. I know. Do you want to say hi to chat? I know it's early. You're not getting your snugs. And you're just being a little cutie patootie. And you didn't mean to. If you tell anyone that I talk like this to my cat, I'm murdering all of you. You're just so cute and you're just so sleepy. I know. I know, you're just a sleepy little guy. Have you considered not being a menace? Don't threaten me with a good time. Hi, baby. Hey. Stop it. What does the kitty get to drink in the morning? Water? Did you call Pumpernickel by his government name? No, he has a much longer government name. And he knows. He knows when I get mad and I use it. Hi, baby. You're just a good kitty? Yeah. Yeah, you're just eepy. Yeah. Do you have anything to say to chat? He's got nothing. Pumpernickel deserves a paddock pass? Look, man. Okay. You're being a menace. Oh no, he's chasing the cars again. Yeah, chase the race cars. This is good kitty enrichment. Max Verstappen, 4.5 seconds ahead. Now we're just chilling. Dude, you're playing with anything and everything. Can you stop it? Why is Antonelli not doing shit? Pass your teammate. This is so funny. You're just banning the F1 cars. We have so many laps left, Chad. I didn't realize we were only on lap 16 out of 51. Russell trying to swap with Kimi. Who's faster? Oh, Russell is faster. He's been inherently faster for the past couple of laps. At least by 0.2. Well, Kimi's pass on his teammate was pretty good. I forgot what George Russell's name was there for a second. Sorry, Chad. The fact that Lando can't overtake Leclerc is pissing me off. I'm sure Leclerc is not making it easy. Can you stop betting on the screen? I don't think George Russell knows what his first name either. Ugh, Lewis Hamilton, lock up. He's up 3 positions. P9. Hopefully Tsunoda has a great race for once. Ooh, did you hear what Lando said in the post-qualifying conference? Oh my god, Piastri. I love that he has a banana. Narky, Lando Norris was like, yeah, the Red Bulls are pretty quick. Even Yuki Tsunoda is up there. And I was like, okay, I know what you meant by that. But I didn't like how you worded it. Leave my boy Yuki alone. Ooh. Well, what was Alex supposed to do there? Wonder what pocket in their no-mix suit they put their phone. I'm surprised they have their phone. There's no way that it's his. It's probably somebody's. French 2 is down. Yeah, we should give everyone call signs instead of calling them by their actual names. I'd appreciate that. Oh, never mind. Now that I see the full camera. I'm not sure what Alex expected to happen there. Oh, Sainz currently had the fastest sector one, which is actually pretty impressive. $37.2. The Colapinto Collective will not be happy with Albon. What I appreciate about the Colapinto Collective is that they're quiet as he's not doing well. And that's what you have to do, being a good shit talker. You have to know when to not shit talk. Is equally as important as the shit talking itself. And at least they're not saying anything as he's dicking around in P20. That was a racing incident. It wasn't Colapinto's fault. But essentially what we don't want them to do is attack Alex Albon. Is what I believe Hawks is saying. Whew. Sorry, chat. I'm clearly just not built for... Can you believe I used to wake up at 4:45 a.m. to go work out and lift weights? Now I lift weights at like 4 p.m. I'd rather be fat. I did that for years. And then when I moved, this was years ago, I started working out at like 8 p.m., 9 p.m., and I actually really liked it. And then I just became a night owl because of COVID. Franco fans realize Alpine's a problem rather than Jack doing. I wouldn't go that far. They're still pretty mean about Jack. Thanks, Flavio. Surprised Flavio hasn't run for FIA president. The FIA would never be the same. He's so sleazy and corrupt enough for the role, he should go for it. Yeah, he's already gotten in trouble. For so many things. He might as well. Flavio would make MBS look sane. I think there's just different levels of corruption. Kind of like the circles of hell in Dante's Inferno. Formula One also has their own corruption levels. Funny enough, it probably all starts with pride and greed. Is the FIA hell? AshVandelay does an analysis. Now, this is the early morning commentary that I subscribe to. We get philosophical here. No, I don't overreact like all those other F1 watch-alongers, and good for them. But also, we get serious here. MBS's corruption for this era, Flavia is a throwback type of corruption. The one usually would get caught, shamed, and punished. No, you think Bernie Ecclestone was, ever ashamed? Then this Inferno's a trip around NYC. First of all, rude. 2, it's Los Angeles. Oh, chat, here's something fun. And if you're not American, you may or may not... Oh, I'd like to hear your opinion on this. So, there are there's the argument of what are the 4 major cities of the United States of America. And people are saying New York and Los Angeles, obviously, East and West Coast. Everyone else is saying Chicago is another big one. But what is the 4th? And that is the one that people are arguing about it most. Because people are like, oh, it's Miami. It's like, no, it's not Miami. It's Seattle. It's Houston. I'd like to hear what everyone's 4th city of the United States is. It's literally its nickname. Hey, no, I'm with Chicago. Chicago should count as a major city in the United States. First of all, stunning city. You have to say DC? You think so. Yet there are plenty of arguments to not say DC. Hartford, Connecticut. Miami, says Noobs. Dallas. I like DC. Though it's not the largest city, I do think it's an important city to include. It's gotta be Houston. Though I am always confused when I see, I was hearing this couple talk in Polish. They were talking about their trip, about how they had to get to the airport and like, blah, 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 blah. I meant to ask them, but they like, we were in line and then they got their stuff and like walked away really fast. I'm like, what are you doing in Charlotte? Who is like, I'm going to plan a trip to the United States of America and I'm going to Charlotte. I guess they've been to all the major cities. Josh says, okay, so I'm Australian, but I used to think of Philadelphia as being like U.S. cities number 4. Ooh, interesting. Is it hilarious? I was talking to my parents about this. My parents are Polish, first generation American. I'm trying to see their view on it. That was pretty easy for Antonelli. Does seem like an easy overtake. I like how we're talking about it. Yeah, I guess we're not talking about Philadelphia enough. But like, what does Philadelphia do? It used to be a big deal. Then we signed a Declaration of Independence and it wasn't born anymore, you know? I don't care about the 76ers. It closes at 7 p.m. Boston, Philly, Baltimore, D.C. are all part of the same giant metroplex of New York City. Good morning, Kel. How you doing? What do Dallas and Atlanta do? Atlanta has one of the world's busiest third busiest airport in the world. Believe it or not. Oh, I lied. It's the busiest airport in the world. After it comes Dubai. Atlanta is also becoming a tech hub, and they did a lot of filming, television, and movies there. A lot of filming for commercials because of like the tax write-offs and all the other stuff that the city of Atlanta has given to creatives. Baltimore is the biggest port in the United States. Well, here's the first question. Why do we all agree that it's New York City, LA, and Chicago? What do they all have that we need to have the 4th city to have? I'm with the Washington, D.C. crowd on this one. It's just like the capital. It's just important. Also, so many people live in the D.C. metro area. That's why it should be a state. As someone who lived there and was very annoyed by all the elections that I would be in and be like, oh, it doesn't actually matter how I fucking vote. Be very upset. Alex. Passing Fernando Alonso for P17. I think Atlanta's more culturally relevant. Massive populations, finance, Hollywood, and the meat industry, respectively. I'm sorry. Josh, who's the 4th, then, in metro area? DC is part of the DMV area, so it just gets lumped in with Virginia and the National Harbor, Maryland. I met someone who thought DMV meant Delaware, Maryland, Virginia. I was like, no. How dare you? Yeah, I'm starting to like Atlanta. I'll go between DC and Atlanta. Is land more important than population? No, because then that'd be like Jacksonville, Florida. No, nobody gives a shit about Boston. As a New Yorker, why would you ask me that question? It's like a big debate whether Baltimore is part of the DMV. Yes, it's like 30, 45 minutes away on a good day. According to the U.S. Senate, land is more important than population. No, we're not going to go there. According to the U.S. Senate, a dead body has more rights than I do, but that's besides the point. Guys, you know how I know this is a good race or a bad race? It depends what we're talking about during the Formula One race. If we're talking about anything but the race itself. Good morning, Dan, the Lions fan. How the Lions doing? Not sarcastically. I genuinely don't know how they're doing, so they did poorly. I apologize. Just wait for pit stops? They already pitted, Concrete. Not everyone. Hi, baby. Stroll still hasn't pit yet. He's on 26-lap mediums. I know. You want attention. But I have to give my attention to chat. They give me money. What do you give me? I guess dopamine boostage, but that's besides the point. Oh, interesting, Kamikaze. I thought this race is going to be crazy after yesterday's qualifying. You know what happened, newbie? Is that it's not raining. There he is. There's our little pumpernickel. Hi, baby. Chad, I know what you're all here for. Let me move over. You're here for the cat. I know. I'm aware. Look at that little guy. What a cutie patootie. What a proper... Did you just call my cat fat? That one guy wrote, what a proper load. How dare you? He's small for his age. What a proper load. Sorry. That's so funny. What a funny thing to say about a cat. You think if I wear this bucket hat, it'll curse Max Verstappen? I feel like that's just going to be my answer to everything. What a proper load that is. And Verstappen's on 24-lap hard, Sainz 29-lap mediums. Antonelli already pit. What is he hoping for? Oh, I see what you're saying, Concrete. Only 3 people pit. And Charles Leclerc got screwed over. Oh, now she's a Max fan. No, Red Bull just gave me a bunch of free shit when I worked for them. I feel like I should give it away. I have like Red Bull suitcases that I don't use because it would just be embarrassing to use in the airport. Because they'd be like, where did you get this? And I'd be like, oh, I used to work with Red Bull. And they're like, what happened? And I was like, well, you know, life, health insurance, being an American. Talking about cities everywhere, forgot the coffee hipster city of Seattle. No, Seattle's not big enough to be considered the 4th city of the United States. Tariffs. Yeah, I was thinking about doing a giveaway because I have a lot of old jerseys. I have some sneakers. I have like the full kit, which I'm very grateful for. It was very nice of them. But, like, what am I going to do with a Red Bull suitcase and a backpack to match? Yeah, I think you just hear something. Yeah, I could do charity. Well, I was thinking about just doing a giveaway on, like, Twitter or Instagram or something. So, like, an F1 fan who really wants that stuff. Because that stuff's expensive, right? They charge out the ass. Like, the suitcase itself is nice, and I'm sure it's pricey. But then once you slap on an F1 logo or a Red Bull logo, right, the price is times 2. Do a giveaway in the Discord? You say that because there's less competition. And that seems unfair, Ray. Seems a little biased. All right, everyone, we need you to start pitting. I'll max with another fastest lap. Brought a NutriBullet as a birthday gift recently. The McLaren version was 2 times the price, and all you got was some orange streaks on it. Doesn't it say McLaren on it? You either get a really good start from it or bottles. 50-50 there. The merch industry is insane with the markup. Yeah. That's with, like, every luxury brand, right? Like, I'm sure... Like, I like nice handbags. Structured. High quality. Brand is kind of irrelevant to me. Certain brands mean actually good things. But, right, some luxury brands, in heavy quotes, use shitty leather, and then they charge you, like, $2,000. Weirdly enough, one of those brands is on the walls of this fucking race. What? Who said that? That's so fucking weird. Well, I'm never getting a free Louis Vuitton bag, I guess. And they just have a bunch of logos on it. And it just ruins it. Yeah, how dare Heineken? I actually do drink Heineken. I do enjoy Heineken. So that's fine with me. And I do own an American Express, and they have great customer service. You pay out the ass in fees. But definitely worth it. All right, Carlos, come on, Williams. How fast was that? 2.6? Why lower your standards when there is Hermes? I don't know if a lot of people know about how Hermes makes scarcity, like their products scarce and, how do I say this, desired. I don't know if men know about this, or enough men in the chat. Is Heineken better than Bud Light? Yes. Well, okay, I say that with confidence, and I realize I'm not sure what you meant by that. But to me, yes. Bud Light is like a really bad kombucha that you left out in the sun and then added some water to it. It's awful. I can't stand it. I don't know how people drink a Michelob Ultra, Bud Light, Natty Light. I guess it's just cheap and gets you drunk. So Hermes is a huge luxury brand, and what they do is if you want to buy their exclusive Birkin bag, you have to have, like, you can't just ask for it. You have to build up, like, store, not credit, but you have to buy things before you're allowed to get the Birkin. And you tell your sales associate, you're like, hey, excuse you. You tell your sales associate, you're like, hey, I really want this Birkin bag. Or they have, like, other high exclusive bags. Birkin's just the most expensive. It's like 30 fucking grand. Some of them are more, depending on what they're made out of. You're like, hey, let's say I want a black bag with silver hardware. And they'll say, okay. Then eventually when you buy enough shit in their store, then they're like, hey, we have a Birkin for you. And then it's not going to be the bag that you want. It's going to be a shitty color. Or just like whatever they have in stock, supposedly. And supposedly you also have to take that one to get the one you eventually want. Because if you say no to that one, it just shows you're too picky or some shit. I don't fucking know. It's a stupid game. And this is all over the internet. People explain how this works. But if you go to like a certain store, you're more likely to get the bag that you want, like the one at some stores in Paris. Don't go to the stores in the United States. Blah, 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 blah. Oh, that's sweet. This is where looking after you. Come on, Hadjar. Who pays $1,200 for Hermes sneakers? That's probably the cheapest thing they have on their fucking store. The Birkin bag can also come in like crocodile skin, and I think that costs like 60 grand. You can't buy Ferraris or Porsches either without buying their entry-level vehicles. Oh, I didn't know that. I thought if you just had the money, you could just go buy literally whatever. Bollocks. There's also a bag called a Kelly, or you can get like a mini Kelly. Don't get me wrong. I do not mind spending money on a good. I like using my items, right? And like that's what they're made for. I like high quality items. I like fixing my shit if it breaks, which it seems you can't do a lot anymore. Something broke in my vacuum. I called the vacuum place. They're like, we don't make that model anymore. I was like, that's fine. Do you have the spare part? And they're like, no. You have no part for this vacuum that I need. And they're like, no, you got to buy a new vacuum. I was like, why would I do that? Ridiculous. You could own a Kelly? I thought we had a whole war about how you can't own people. Well, Birkin's named after Jane Birkin. Because they can sell you a new one. Ridiculous. Is my cat behind me? I hear him. Oh, he's on the floor licking himself. You guys embarrassed him last time. I finally ditched my Dyson. It wasn't doing well on the floors and rugs. Yeah, the Dyson home things, like the vacuum, my mom had one too. It didn't do well. But I like their hair dryer. That shit slaps. Yeah, essentially what I'm saying is I don't mind paying for high quality, long-lasting goods. Otherwise, you're just buying it 2 or 3 times throughout your lifetime. Like, why would I do that? Oh, interesting. For Ferrari, for the top cars, you not only have to buy X number of cars, but you are not allowed to sell them, and you need to hold on to them for X number of years to not impact the secondhand market of the cars you're forced to buy. That's crazy. Yeah, exactly, dorky. No, Verstappen really just out there in 30-lap parts. What's that saying? You spend money on anything that puts you between the ground. So like your bed, your tires, your shoes. Completely missed when and how Antonelli opened up that gap over Lawson. Yeah, I just passed him on the straight a couple laps ago. Like pit stop time loss. Under a green flag is 19.5. Under a safety car is 11%. 11 seconds. I said 11% because I was looking at the rain. What's up, H-Cats? I mean, Piastri pulled a Norris. That's so fucking funny. Poor guy. 100% dorky. You're like, yeah, this is why I asked for like big items for my family on Christmas, so they can all like, it's just one big item against my brother, sister-in-law, my parents. So, like, you guys just pull together some money, buy this nice thing, and then I will use it forever. But now that I make my own money, I also just start buying my own things, so it's hard for Christmas. Wow, what a sentence. H-Cats goes, I'm feeling great seeing my fellow cat guy, Max Verstappen, drag his nuts across the field. H-Cats, it is 8 a.m. on a Sunday. Y'all need Jesus. On the Lord's Day, on the day of rest. How dare you? I wouldn't say Norris is back on form. Shorty, hello. How we doing? Again, Rents, thank you for that raid earlier. Appreciate it. Concrete with the 27 freaking months. Palks with the 27 months. Gentlemen, welcome back to my... Ben, did I miss you for the 47 months? My apologies. Ben, thank you so much. Ben, Palks, Concrete. Appreciate you guys. Yeah, what do you think Max is thinking about? I can't believe we haven't seen any Max videos with his interaction with the cat. I need more bucket hats. I can't just be Red Bull. I do like Aston Martin green. I do have Mercedes and Ferrari hats, but they're not bucket hats. Max is definitely daydreaming at this point. Sorry, I take this hat off. I don't want people to accuse me. Get Jets merch? No, then people are going to call the suicide hotline. Get me admitted. He's doing laps of Nords. Okay, I should never go on Twitter during a race. Someone has a picture of Piastri watching his phone, and they're like, he doesn't even want to see his team. He'd rather watch the race from a phone at the side of the track. Chat, it's not that he doesn't want to see his team. It's that he literally can't get there from where he crashed out. Okay? It's not that he's actively choosing. He's stuck where he is. Unless he wants to walk through, like, the general admission public area. Yeah, same with Charles Leclerc and Lando at Zandvoort. Yeah. It's not that he doesn't want to see his team. People are dumb. They even said that on the broadcast. You know what? I'm not going to say it. I was thinking about whispering something in the chat's ear, but I decided not to. Snakes goes, F1 Twitter just give me something to be upset about. A bunch of fucking wet wipes in 2025. I just say it. I'm saying it. Okay. The older I get, the more I realize people are fucking stupid. It's kind of scaring me. Chat, I watched this video of a gentleman. He's driving in his convertible, and he has onboard, like he has the dash cams, and it clearly has a school zone sign on top of him. It says, when flashing, drive 25 miles per hour, school zone. And then so he slows down, and there's a truck behind him, like flashing his headlights, like trying to get around him. He gets around him, and he flicks our protagonist off, and the guy's like, it's a school zone. He posts a video. People are like, yeah, this guy's a jerk. I read the comments, and this lady goes, you were driving too slowly. And he goes, ma'am, it was a school zone. And she goes, no, it wasn't. School is only from 8 to 9 and 2:30 to 3:30, blah, 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 blah. And he goes, 1, you don't know what fucking state I'm in to know what time school is. 2, it says it on the sign. And she goes, there's no sign. Bitch, it's in the first 10 seconds of the video. What were you doing? What are you watching? I can't. People are so fucking stupid. Some people comment dumb shit on my Instagram, and it triggers me to oblivion. I need to message your parents because they fucking failed you as a child. Ash, you're so mean. No, I just hate dumb people. Isn't a school zone 24 hours? No. So they have certain times for school zones. When it's like a yellow flashing light, you have to slow down because like kids are either leaving school and crossing the street. But when they're in school, you're allowed to go faster by like 10 miles per hour or something like that. Schrodinger's dumbass. Is it you getting older or us being exposed to more stupidity thanks to the internet? It's just like every time when people do like dumb shit like, oh, McLaren's sabotaging my driver. No, they're not. Why would you attribute to malice what you can attribute to just corporate bullshit and mistakes? I want low stakes conspiracy theories. Like Australia doesn't have any cheese, which is why they have like Vegemite and fairy bread, because they can't put cheese on their bread because they don't have it. Like, that's my favorite. That's my low stakes conspiracy theory. Or the moon is made of cheese. Yeah. There's a cheese are native to Australia? None. They don't have any cheese there. The moon's haunted? That's so funny to me. I don't know why. Did you guys know the moon's haunted? That's why we've never been back. It's just so scary up there. It's like a haunted house. No, you don't have cheese. My other conspiracy theory is that North Dakota doesn't exist. I never met anyone from North Dakota. Supposedly everyone I've talked to has been there. It just doesn't exist. Those are fun. Those are whimsy. I like whimsy. I guess I also don't mind people being stupid. That's fine. Just don't make it my problem. Don't interact with me on social media. Don't comment on my videos. Don't involve me in it. I want nothing to do with it. Americans don't know how to use Vegemite properly or responsibly. And look, to be fair, it's the sort of thing you only like if you were fed it as a child. I think that's the only way to acquire that taste. That's fair. I think it's a lot of foods that I ate as a kid. A lot of Polish foods that I'm sure people now would be like, ugh, what are you eating? Oh, Kalkazi, don't even talk about people driving in the United States. I can't. That's a whole rant. Yeah, the birds are government drones. That's a low-stakes conspiracy theory. I'm fine with that one. That one works. I don't know why the government made so many kinds of birds, though. I feel like we didn't really need that many. Could have really just gone away with pigeons. Max is gonna make such a big gap. Oh, he's already made such a big gap. Well, that was easy for Max. BIRD is actually an acronym? That's funny. What does it stand for? No, don't go on Twitter. 4.1 second pit stop. Bad pit for Lando. I wonder what happened there. Who's McLaren going to get Lando to swap with now? Maybe they asked really nicely. Yuki Tsunoda. What's up, General Smitty? What the fuck happened to Piastri? Fucking, anti-stall in the start because he went too early. So he went down to P20, and then he just fucking lost it, dude. Into the wall. Okay, let's see what happened here. Which wheel gun was it? Something's going on with the wheel guns. Fun fact, as journalist Elizabeth Lackstock, my bestie, has explained to us, these wheel guns are proprietary to the teams, right? So I think McLaren needs to double-check something. Tsunoda, 2.2 second pit stop. That was sick. No, you weren't just making that up. But they need to double check that shit. They probably did. They had we had 2 weeks. Oh no. This can't go well. Okay, it's fine. Is this the beginning of the great Max Verstappen championship comeback of 2025? If Max Verstappen pulls this off, there's no way people can say he's not a GOAT. Or one of the GOATs of Formula One. Look, I know people hate Max Verstappen. I know people hate Red Bull. And I will not... I get it. Do not get me wrong. But, like, if we can put aside our hates... One, I already think he's in the conversation. I already think he's one of the greatest of all time. With all the records that he's broken. Especially how young he's been. I'm not saying he's the GOAT, because that's not fair. Because it doesn't make sense. We can talk about the GOAT for the car that they were in, right? For the era, that's fine. But not overall. But in the list of GOATs of Formula One. I feel like it's like Tom Brady winning for the Bucks. He's already been in the GOAT conversations for a long time. I simply think choosing one GOAT in F1 general is unfair. Yeah, but that's all of sports debate TV. Shohei Ohtani or Babe Ruth. Babe Ruth would have a fucking heart attack if he saw a 93 mile per hour four-seam fastball. What are you talking about? That's not even part of the conversation. Charles is schmoovin'. Oh, Verstappen could pit whenever he wants. Babe Ruth was smacking balls 500 feet, smoking a cig during the 7th inning stretch. No, he would not have a good time in modern day baseball. So I hate comparing like Babe Ruth, Aaron Judge, those conversations that they have every day on fucking ESPN. Well, used to before they kind of gave up the MLB. I'll compare them. Another popular one, Michael Jordan, LeBron James. People love comparing those two. $2.4? Plenty of time. For one thing, steroids have advanced greatly since then. Yeah. Anyway, definitely already in the goated conversations. That's what I'm saying, Mark. Who needs Aaron Judge? We have Trent Grisham. I think Jazz Chisholm. Stanton. No, Leclerc. Grish him. You like Jazz? I love Jazz Chisholm. The only one with any personality on that team. Aaron Judge is too much of a company man. Okay, swap positions. Did they already swap? Did I miss something? You think Max is going to go fastest lap in Grand Slam? Yes. He's certainly going to try. Not that it matters anymore. What is this Bearman propaganda? Excuse you. This is a Bearman propaganda stream. Did I not tell you? I don't think Aaron Judge got mad, but he was very much like, I gotta keep being a Yankees captain and sucking Steinbrenner dick. Beards, facial hair. Rawr. I iron my uniforms before I play in them. You know, like, I get it. He's got a captain spot to uphold. Definitely a dweeb, don't get me wrong. He definitely reminds the Steinbrenners that there was a quiz today, you know what I'm saying? This is too much at 8:30 a.m. I'm not saying he's not a good player. T-Beck, how you doing? You leave Diglett alone. Get out of here, Chandi. Get out of here. Give me a hard time. Leave Diglett alone. It's so fucking funny. Remember when everyone hated on Volpe for being bad, and then they're like, oh yeah, he's had an injury since May? Do you guys remember? Oh, so last game of the Charlotte Knights, which is the minor league affiliate for the White Sox, they're in Charlotte. So the last game of the season was yesterday. So we went. One of their players had a torpedo bat. Do you guys remember the start of this season with the torpedo bats? And everyone lost their shit at the New York Yankees? It was so funny. I just found that so funny. And then everyone started using them. Like, the Yankees aren't under scrutiny. Everyone lost their goddamn minds. And the MLB is like, no, guys, we, like, knew about this. It's fine. And everyone's like, no, you're cheating. Blah, blah. My God, is it raining? This is so exciting. Where did my cat go? They've been in the league for years before that, too. Wild. You could give Volpe an actual torpedo. Yeah, minor league baseball is really nice. It's really chill. It's a very fun atmosphere. It's definitely quieter than Major League. That's one of the biggest complaints that people have going from minor league to Major League is the volume of the crowd. Just because I think there's more people and all that stuff. But yeah, it's a very wholesome environment. It's very affordable, inexpensive comparatively. How did you feel about paying full price for a 7-inning game? It was fine. Full price, like minor league baseball wise, I was fine. Because what was full price really? Yeah, like $4. I was going to be honest. I didn't know what was happening. I was like, why are we doing this? They're like, oh, the 7th inning stretch, take me out to the ball game, but we're doing it at the 5th inning. And I completely forgot that double headers, you end at the 7th inning. I don't even park. We walked there. Do we start the conversation that they should shorten baseball games to 7 innings instead of 9? Youth these days have no attention span. Them and their tic-tacs. We have a lot of teams in this area. We have the Durham Bulls, which are they a Braves affiliate? I forget. We have Durham Bulls, Charlotte Knights. We have the Greensboro Stripers, which is a fish. Oh, the Bulls are Tampa Bay. Thank you, Robster. Don't start that convo again. When it was rumored that they might shorten F1 races, I almost had an aneurysm. If Antonelli gets his shit together, he can probably pass Carlos Sainz. If these youth never had to watch Food Network with their grandma for hours and it shows. Okay, can we look at the Haas's now? Come on. P13, P14, I'll take it. Come on. I'll have to feed my cat in 5 minutes, but that's definitely not going to happen. He's going to be a little upset. Bernie Ecclestone is a piece of shit, but he may have cooked with the sprinklers idea. No, please. God, I remember when that first came out. There's no way we've come full circle where Bernie Ecclestone had a good idea. I refuse. Did Lando forget that he's in a McLaren? Maybe him and Piastri made some kind of deal. Oh, this is why McLaren's upset. You guys ready for this fucking conspiracy theory? I'm sure you've seen Harry Potter. Fuck J.K. Rowling, by the way, but I'm sure you've seen Harry Potter. Do you know what a Horcrux is? Maybe they're each other's Horcruxes. So in the race, they, like, fuel each other. But if one's out of the race, it doesn't go well. You know what I'm saying? I feel like we can work with something. I feel like we can cook with that. And McLaren has done some ritual, which is why they're very like, this is a team. We're fine. Like a blood oath. What is fucking happening here? I fuck with this. Thank you, Hawks. Yeah, chat, you can take that and do something with it if you want. Start that rumor. I would have agreed with you if I hadn't watched Lando win in Melbourne. Damn it. Chat, our driver of the day. How did McLaren get good? The answer is Satan. They made a deal with Satan, which is why the closer we get to Halloween, the worse McLaren does. They gave them the front half of the season. Mark my words, after October 31st, McLaren's bouncing back. Max or George, I can't decide. Yeah, I can be fine with George. No one deserves driver of the day. This chat is the monkey sending hate comments from that Superman movie. That's so funny. Is Satan MasterCard? No. Piastri for giving himself a day off. That's so funny. Let's see. Who do we got? Why not Sainz? A bunch of raccoons with internet access. Sainz, Antonelli, Russell, one of those. Sainz, great qualifying. / also a lucky qualifying, but also did very well himself. Dodge says Lawson for mine. Is that a little biased, Dodge? Not to call you out. I hope Kimi shits on their dreams. Wow, geez, a lot of hostility in chat. 100% bias confirmed. Okay, just checking. As long as you admit it, that's fine. If it was driver of the week, not driver of the day, I would have given it to Sainz. It's still P3. Oh, well, for now. But it closes in 5 laps. Max with a 143.4. That's a good point, Adam. It's not driver of the week. I like that. If Lewis gets by Lando, he's my driver of the day. That'd be fucking crazy, dude. Hey, Mark, thank you so much for the 7 months. Canceled my Prime. Forgot that I canceled my sub here. No worries, dude. Appreciate that. Thank you for the resub. Welcome back to Vandelay Industries for the 7 freaking months. Blah, blah, blah. I should cancel my Prime. What do I watch on Amazon Prime? I really need to go through like a service that cancels on my reoccurring subscriptions on my credit card because I just forget that I have them. And I'm like, oh, I'll do it later. Then I never do it later. Lawson and Yuki are going to make it difficult for Norris here. They've been making it difficult. This is the most uneventful Baku race I've ever watched. Okay, chat. Okay. We don't need to be jinxing here. Now you're going to get 30 Robin Hood ads. Look, this Hamlet cam is cool, but it also makes me like a little motion sick. Ugh. I'm like staring at it too long. Oh no. It's 8:31. I feed my cat at 8:30 every day. Guess who I hear coming up the stairs right now? They showed Carlos at all this race in the beginning. I'm Batman. I live in the shadows. Where's Rachel? And that's my Batman impression. Thank you for coming to the stream. Oh, Cat's in here. Cat's upset. He's like, human, you must feed me. Chat, if I don't stare at my cat, if I don't acknowledge him, he won't know I'm here. Cat demands attention. I don't know what you're talking about. What cat? What cat? Dude, that chicane gets me every time. It sets his movement. He's like a raptor. Oh, look, he's sleeping. What a cutie patootie. You think Lawson got Red Bull rules? You think Laurent messaged him and he's like, hey, keep them back. The driver of the day, Piastri, sad. You can be our spectator of the day. How do we feel about a Verstappen Russell Sainz podium? I'm happy for Carlos. Russell's fine. Like I feel neither strongly for nor against Russell. I got no beef with him. He's clean and consistent. Sometimes you only need a driver. Sainz podium's a win for me. Hells yeah. And a Max win just makes sense. Ooh, guy, Albon, where's he now? Sorry, I can't see the live timing. Oh no, he's P11. He won't get you that double points. Close. Well, almost all of our predictions are wrong except Snakes with a Sainz podium. Which seemed which is an easy prediction, but that's fine. Oh, but we 12 because of the penalty. Thank you, Kamikaze. Martin Garrix, how fun. I don't understand. Gentlemen, if you wouldn't mind explaining to me why when you take a photo, either individually or together, you're doing one of many gang symbols of like, there's like a guy doing a let loose, or like dudes usually do, like old dudes usually do thumbs ups. Or like why is that? Why do you have to do something with your hands? Just put them in like your pocket. My favorite is the hang loose symbol. Because how many of us are really surfing? I'm Hawaiian, so I do the hang loose out of instinct. Kamikaze, does not include you then. You keep doing what you gotta do. It's a way of trying not to feel awkward when the picture's being taken. Somebody needs to dive bomb. This race is about to end. Dude, I hang loose all the time for zero reason. Oh, 143.3. Nice, Max. Ooh. My God. Norris, you cannot DNF. Yeah, that is frustrating for McLaren. Oh no, Pollux. Grand Slam incoming for Maxi, unless someone takes the fastest lap, but doubt it. What if he weaves so hard? Just accidentally eats his car. Max, Super Max, Max, Max. I don't want to see Max Verstappen win. I want to see Lewis Hamilton put Lando Norris in a dumpster. Or the Pirellis would have done anything funny once again. Yeah, unfortunately, no. They want to step softer. Didn't work. How boring. Look, my cat's so bored. Okay, going through our predictions. Science podium. Snakes, you are correct. You also said less than 10 points combined for Ferrari, I believe. Snakes was cooking this morning. That one guy, 2-time McLaren podium. Nope. 2 times Williams points. I don't think Alex was able to do it. And then he also has a penalty. Sorry, that one guy. You are null and void. Philip, Charles Leclerc podium. Nope. Rodney Hamilton podium. Nope. Oscar podium from Ivis. No. 3 DNFs mechanical. Nope. Chat, we're not doing well. Carlos Sainz, people's driver of the day. That makes sense. Still has to sack one of them? Sack who? You mean Yuki Tsunoda? Or Isack and Liam? Does George Russell have an upper respiratory infection? Or just like he's just sick? Does anyone know what the actual thing? Yuki's getting the bin, I think, but we've always known that. Considering that Honda is no longer working with Red Bull. They have no reason to keep him. Oh, a respiratory it was an infection. Ooh. Ooh. Oh, Carl's just so happy. That's so sweet. That's funny. Williams fans are thriving. How long is that flight from New Zealand to Azerbaijan? Too long. Sorry, I'm trying to focus my camera on the cat. There he is. I know what you guys are here for. It's not for me. Pumpy. Ah. Oh, wow. Max cleared send it over the barricade. That's actually pretty impressive. In the arms of an angel. Dude, how excited for Williams and Carlos Sainz. Ferrari down now, 3rd on constructors. Life is pain. I like that back and forth, though. It keeps it interesting. If Red Bull got 2nd in the constructors, I'd happily take that. Oh, that's a big yawn. Oh, run, Carlos, run. He's like, where's my team? Wow, everyone's shoving. That's crazy. That's so cute. Homie, what are you doing out there? A cat's not impressed. Whoa, too much zoom. Hey man, Carlos is not made for jumping. He's a race car driver. Are they playing Smooth Operator? That's funny. Bye, Pollux. Bye, everyone who, if you got up early, thank you so much. If you got up late, thank you so much for watching and hanging out with us. I'm staying here for the podium celebrations and post-race interviews, but if you need to go, totally understand. Enjoy the rest of your Sunday, or have a good Monday. Much love. If you'd like to hang out with us in the Discord as we talk about F1 and say good morning and other silly things, feel free to join. It's a good time. Don't do it. Don't you dare jump on this chair. I saw that face. I saw what you were thinking, buddy. Hi, baby. He likes the panini press. He yearns for it, actually. It's ridiculous. Yeah, you did this to yourself, buddy. You're mad at me. You're the one who put yourself in this situation. Hi, baby. You happy now? Pumpernickel. The best bagel New York City has to offer, in my humble opinion, Chandi. And I will not hear any slander of the pumpernickel bread type. Hi, little baby. That's a big stretch. Who's a good boy? It's a low-tier bagel. You can actually shove a pumpernickel so far up your ass that every time you talk, you just taste rye, okay? I literally do not care about your opinion. Pumpy, what are you doing? Hey. Okay, if the stream ends, it's not me, it's the cat. He's doing something back there. Hey. Okay. I don't like how this is going. Pumpy. Cinnamon raisin? No, Pumpy doesn't like a pss, pss. Pumpy, are you being a little pooper? You're being a little pooper. Nah, he's talking. George is talking. Poor George. He looks a little rough. He's so pale. Let this man rest. Dude, so many people like pop-up bagels who I thought were genuine New Yorkers. That place is a scam. If you're from Pop-Up Bagels, you're listening to this, I don't care. Obviously, it's the only place available. I will eat your bagel. And I'm sure you're nice people. But I can't believe you charge me a shit ton of money and don't put schmear on my bagel. Good job, George. Yeah, what an effort feeling so shit. Agreed. Bougie ass fucking place. Gentrified bagels. I can't believe they did that. I don't even know how that's possible. But they did it. And forget for 2017, Max. God, I hate this new hat design that they have. So you don't want the cannoli cream cheese Oreo cheesecake cookie? That's fine. The actual bagels, though, their poppy seed bagel, get tested positive for opium. What is that? It's just that they give you a bagel and then like a tub of schmear, and they're like, deal with this yourself. Ugh. Get out of here. No. They also only have like 4 bagels. That's a lie. That's like 5 or 6. Salt bagel, everything, poppy. What else do they have? That's it. They don't even have anything else. They don't have the heavy. They don't even have cinnamon raisin. They don't even have pumpernickel. What kind of New York establishment are you? You don't have pumpernickel? That's the only way I can distinguish if you were a New York bagel establishment. Fanatec have been dropping the ball of the hats recently. I don't think they designed that specific hat. Like, I'm sure that's in conjunction with Red Bull and sponsors and stuff. I really like 47 brand hats, and I've been trying to work with them for forever. I need to tag them more. I love 47 branded hats. Gosh, guys, I'm hungry. Can we get this fucking podium on the road? Let's go. Podcast time. George is on the mood to joke around. Max saying everyone was quite careful. Yeah, George is tired. I don't blame him. God, upper respiratory infection, still racing. That's crazy, dude. Those have to be the world's most uncomfortable chairs. You think so? I like this chatter. This is fun. Get in their minds. Does it feel like glorified cement? I feel like they're either super comfortable or super uncomfortable. Yeah, they should allow burnouts in Formula One. I agree. Yeah, absolutely no in between. Yeah, but all that beef is just like on track with the adrenaline and stuff. I don't think anyone actually genuinely hates each other. If they don't, they just don't interact. No one's like fighting each other anymore or fighting each other on the grid. Selfie. Who's adopting the paddock cat? That's what I want to know. Matcha? She needs to be adopted. I think Max Verstappen should take her. That's the trophy, actually. Forget the actual trophy. Hand him Matcha. Be like, congratulations. Not worth the animosity. Yeah. Smooth operator. James looks like he's a proud dad whose kid just hit his first home run. Chad, how do you rate this race out of 10? 10 being the best race you've ever seen in your entire life, 1 being the absolute worst race you've ever seen in your entire life. Six. Yeah, I'd agree with a 6. 4, 5, 4.5, 6. It was mid to a 5. Do we have... Didn't hate it, didn't love it. If we didn't get a Williams on podium, it would have been a 4 for me. Can you believe Max cut his hair? What's wrong with his haircut? Promised the world, delivered a little. I can't believe someone said this earlier, that this is the most boring Baku race they've ever seen. There's this child screaming bloody murder in the background. What do I even talk about this race? Started hot, cooled off dramatically. Can't be mad after the qualifying you guys got. Yeah, it's a title fight. Baku has some certified bangers, so a bad Baku race is still better than 70% of the calendar. %, chance of storm scared me away. Yeah, and you're probably more comfortable watching it at home, especially how often you go to races and stuff. You can take a chill weekend. These trophies are so interesting. They look like keys to a portal. Carlos! It's a key to Halo. Yeah, let's give it 1 or 2 more races before we're like, oh, downfall for McLaren. Russell's not feeling it. He's like, please get me the fuck out of here and some antibiotics. I'm surprised Pirelli doesn't have more exciting hats for Azerbaijan, because usually Monza was blue, Miami was pink. They always do some special edition. Unless you're telling me that the black is the special edition for Azerbaijan. No, not this fuck ass Ed Sheeran song. Holy shit. They paid that guy like $1 million to make this song, and they're gonna use it, goddammit. God damn it. Next year is the mom train, the manual override mode. All right, chat. It's time to feed my cat because he's kind of upset with me. It's time for me to maybe go back to sleep. That sounds fantastic. Chat, thanks for hanging out. Thanks for being here. Remember, you can always hang out on the Discord, talk to us more throughout the week. Elizabeth and I will be back Tuesday evening to talk all things F1 and racing and whatnot. So drop a follow if you want to see that live here on YouTube or on Twitch, regardless of where you're watching. Thank you so much for being here. Happy Sunday. Have a great Monday if you're going to bed right now. For those folks on the other side of the world, greatly appreciate you being here. Thanks for joining us. Drink water. Take your meds. Don't be an asshole. It's not that hard. Touch some grass today. Or if you didn't, touch some grass tomorrow. Anything else? Birds are government drones. Australia doesn't have any cheese. North Dakota doesn't exist. The end. Yeah, and feed your cat. I'm feeding my cat. I'm like 30 minutes late. He's fine. He'll survive. Just meowing up a storm. Yeah, meow, 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 meow. Speaking of meows. Meow, 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 meow. He's like, excuse me. All right, I'm coming. Bye, Chad. I appreciate you. Have a great rest of your days.